let's try to add some details to the eyes. Maybe we add some volume first. Let's turn off the lazy mouse, and this is the clay buildup. So let's add some volume and see if it's kind of approximate the eye. So to see is, just to see the eye is in the correct place or not. The volume of the eye, and there's this eyebrow area. And this eyebrow area is also, so I think we will try to make these lines, and maybe those lines will help us organize the space around the eye before we set up the eye. The architecture around the eye, it is very important to set it correctly. If we set it correctly, then it's no problem to find the eyeball itself. Upper and lower eyelid, so both of them. So upper eyelid and the lower eyelid. The upper eyelid and the lower eyelid. So upper eyelid is actually bigger, but it's much more covered with eyebrow area, so therefore we see it less. So it seems like as if the lower eyelid is bigger and upper eyelid is smaller, but it's just because he has this hood here that covers the eye, the upper eyelid, so we don't see the much of it. So it's not it is important to not to go too far with detailing, but in the same time I kind of want to set up the correctly eyes before I work on other parts. So the eye, of course, it's not like two smooth lines. The eyelids, they have some kind of character, and you have to find those points before you sculpt. So like a straight lines, of course, it's much better for organizing the shapes, because if you use like the curves, they have less character and it's much harder to use them for organizing the shapes. So the straight lines is in this stage is better. Okay, we have it seems like that as if the eyes are very far away. The space in between the eyes is more than one eye, so I would put them a little bit together. So as soon as we have those eyes in the place, we'll jump to other parts. I just wanted to make sure that eyes are correct, so it takes some time. And as soon as we're done with the eyes, we can go to other places. Cheekbone. Basically, the upper part of the cheekbone start forming the orbit of the eye. Tear through and nasolabial fat. So basically then we get this space here under eye, and in anatomy course I will cover more the anatomy of what's going on there. This is only about the sculpting. So I would correct the shape of the eye now by taking with the move tool. Let's make it very precise, as much as precise as we can. There's very tiny things that need to be fixed. So it seems like we getting closer to the correct shape, but not entirely. So the lower eyelid. So this is very delicate part. This is very delicate moment. So you have to just tweak it until it kind of looks good. So I would separate the eyeball into the segments, kind of like make it planar. Blockout, like the sides of the eyeball, front of the eyeball. Of course, in reality, it's like a sphere, but it still has some projection. It has some front side because it's not like the sphere. It is like a sphere on top of the sphere. That's why the front part is a little bit more protruding, so you can really make the, you know, kind of separate it from the rest. It really seems as if there is like a sides of the eyeball as a separate plane. And as soon as you're good with that, so the cheekbone looks kind of funky now, so I need to fix it. It's kind of not very smooth. And then I will go to the other parts and see what I can do there, and then I'll come back to the eyes later, because the eyes actually are two fine details, and you don't want to go in too much details before time. So it's kind of like too early for the detailing of the eyes, but still, I just like for my own peace, I want to do it, because when your eyes are not looking good, that kind of frustrates you. It is not very academic approach, but I think most of the artists, including the professional with academic background, they do this all the time, because there is some favorite parts what they like, and then there is some parts of the face that they like less, and they want to, you know, they want to make sure that those parts that they don't like so much, they are kind of like more or less okay, so they can enjoy the parts that they kind of feel more confident about. So let's make this soft tissue pillow with a roof fat. And again, I'm not going to go very deep into anatomy, that's a separate course. I'm going to cover now the sculpting. I spent so much time with sculpting. So here's this under eye part. It seems as if there is not enough space for it, so maybe we need to increase the orbit. Maybe we need to increase the space here, so we have everything in place. So it seems like that there is a little bit too busy for some reason. So this is the lower eyelid, this is the under eye, and this is already orbit. So kind of it seems like that there is not enough space for that. Kind of feels like that there is not enough space for some reason. I need to find what's the reason. Okay, something like this. And something like this. And then later we'll correct those planes. So it's no point now to making those planes correct at this stage, because we are very far from this realistic look. So we still need to find the correct anatomy and the portrait likeness. And then as soon as we kind of confident, then we start to clearing out the shapes. Okay, so it kind of looking more like this guy, but not exactly. So still, maybe there's a little too high of this fat. Okay, and it's very massive, so then we'll fix it. So now maybe it's a little too early than thinking about it. So this area, this temple area, this part is like superficial temporal fat, need to go a little bit more. Seems like that we're missing, and there is missing some clay here as well. So let's remove, because there's temporal line is less visible here, so maybe we just reduce it, so we clear out the space for the clay, so it's not confusing us. And then we'll look how it looks. Okay, so it seems like that we need to add some clay here, then we'll clear it out. So okay, something like this. And then this area, let's make that area ready. Like this. And it seems like it's deeper. Okay. Okay. Maybe a little bit too high. The eyebrows kind of looking very evil, you know, this Mephisto eyebrow effect. But let's not fix it now, because there is so many other things to do. We will come back to that later. Brow ridge area, a little bit increased. Need to be a little increased. So So we're kind of getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So, okay, the eyes are kind of in the right place. The cheekbones, the zygomatic arch. Maybe we need to increase that. Okay, seems like that it need to be more of the volume here. Lazy mouse on. Okay, cheekbones. Remember, around this area there's the widest part of the face, and it doesn't look like now. It doesn't look. Here is the widest part of the face. So we need to add some volume here. Later then we will put some detailing, but let's add some volume here. Okay, smooth it out. So how it's look like now. It seems like the ear is still too close to the face. I think we need to move it a little backwards. There's not enough space for features like zygomatic arch. Okay, now we're getting there.